Good afternoon and good morning. It's so good to have your company today on this Wednesday the 25th of August. Do you know what that means? 4 months till Christmas. Hey, hey! Just about here. Won't be long in coming. 4 months today. We'll be opening the presents, getting ready for sneaking in that Christmas dinner. Okay, it's still 4 months away, but do you know what? We've still got part of the summer to go. We're maybe going into autumn, but let me tell you, it's roasting out there today here in County Durham, so let's hope that lasts for a little bit longer. But throughout today, what we've got is another smoking hot day, that is for sure. It is, of course, myself. I'm going to be with you right now for Wake Up Call. Then later on in the day, we've got the Robinson. She's going to be back taking over the reins all day today. It is Wednesday, so that means we have got brand new launch day. So we've got launch day coming up at 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then with it being a Wednesday, the staple show of that day is, of course, Creative Cravens at 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. I'm going to be having a look at a few things that we've got coming up throughout the day. The middle demo, what I would usually do, Debbie's actually going to join us. She's going to be doing one of the projects that she's got coming up in Creative Cravens. She's going to pop in. She is actually in already, but she's going to come in and do the demonstration. So I'll do the first one, Debbie will do the second, and then we'll come back to me for the third one. But I can't do it alone, can I? We need someone. I've always got the comments going, and we always need someone just giving me a helping hand as well. So he's coming again for another day. He looks lovely, he looks bright, he looks refreshed. He's missing something. Can't quite get my finger on. What's he missing?
Waistcoat.
Yay!
Feel naked without my waistcoat, but it's nice not to wear it now and again. And I can't make my mind up about this shirt, although the guys are saying that this is a good shirt. It's good colours, nice and bright, nice and bold. So I just go with what they say. Feel free to throw any comments my way on that front. But listen, it is a really exciting day, as Craig has already discussed. And you may be wondering, why did he start over there and why am I sat in the comfy chair already? Well, we have got a special guest with us today to assist kind of like with the social conversation, if you like. So I'm getting it really easy today, literally just going to sit here and watch. Now we've got Ionica with us, who is a British stage and screen actress. She was born and adopted from Romania at the age of 2.5 years old. And Ionica trained at East 15 Acting School in 2008. And as I say, she's with us here this morning to help with the social. How are you?
Grand. I'm so excited to be here.
It's lovely to have you with us. And I suppose the first question is, because you're with us on Crafters TV, do you have a bit of a crafting background? Have you ever done crafting as a hobby, or are you a complete newbie?
Absolute newbie, but I love giving gifts to people.
Yeah.
So anytime I buy a birthday present, I'm like, how can I make it really special?
Yeah.
And if I had the gift, I would.
Well, listen,
I'm going to learn loads.
You've come to the right place to learn. Now, obviously, you and I know each other. We've known each other for, what, a couple of 3 years, something like that?
It's been a long 3 years, Ben.
Wow, wow. I mean, that's harsh. Now, again, a lot of our US viewers, I'm sure, will know now about panto, but as well as, sort of doing your acting, pantomime is a big part of that. And you and I appeared together in Cinderella a few years ago, didn't we?
We did. It was fun. I love doing panto.
Yeah. It is really good fun, and you can see me. For some reason, they've circled me in the post there, so top left-hand corner.
Yeah, you look a little bit different to what you do now, but hey, wait, I think you have a waistcoat under there.
I probably do somewhere. And there's you down the bottom, of course. Who were you in that particular panto?
I was the fairy godmother.
Okay, and here you are.
Here I am.
What's all this about? The Olivier Awards?
Yeah, I'm really lucky. I get to go to a lot of events, industry awards and things like that.
Yeah.
And they're just, it's incredible when you go, and it's so loud and the energy is insane.
And this next picture here, now this will prove to, I think, a lot of people that actually you are a crafter of sorts. On the left-hand side of the screen is another actress who's famous here in the UK, Linda Messenger. But talk us through who you were playing in that particular pantomime there, and chat us through your makeup, because that is unbelievable.
Yeah, the makeup is long process. When you get a script, things like that, you kind of see if you're a goodie or a baddie. If you're a baddie, you know that you're going to have to wear darker makeup, heavier eye makeup. And it's just trial and error. They don't give you a brief. They just go, here you go, here's your script. And then you just have a play around. So I've learned over the years to practice before the press call, because sometimes it doesn't turn out how you like it, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have put that on my face.
But it looks absolutely brilliant. And that was who you were playing in that panto? Was that Cara?
That was Caraboss.
Yeah. And then the next picture here, just talk us through this one.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
So that was Princess Aurora, but we never did that. We got closed. But it was nice to do much more subtle makeup and to wear a wig. It's really cool wearing a wig.
Yeah, I think, looking at that last picture, obviously the makeup for that was a lot easier than the makeup you did for Carabosse.
Carabosse was about 1 hour and 45 minutes to do.
What, to put the makeup on every show?
Every show. And then you do 3 shows a day. So in the morning, you've got your 10 o'clock show, your 2 o'clock show, and then your 7 o'clock show. So in the morning, I would keep the same makeup, then take it all off, and then start again, so it's a bit fresher.
Oh, so you weren't like popping out to the shops in between shows, like going down the local
Yeah,
shop to go and get a sandwich with that makeup on?
Yeah, I had to.
Terrifying people.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Well, listen, it's so lovely to have you with us, and I know you're going to be looking at the social comments, as am I, over the course of the next hour and a half. If there's any questions you want to throw our way, anything you want to ask about Ionica, Facebook and YouTube, as I say, Ionica's going to be looking at that mainly, and I'm just going to be sitting back listening to your chat and listening to Craig's chat as well. So basically, I think I might just go and get a cup of coffee and I'll leave it to you guys. What are you doing over there, Craig?
Well, I have to say, how incredible is Ionica? How incredible is the makeup? Amazing. We could do with some actually, Ben, couldn't we? We just throw it on.
I can imagine you with the Carabosse makeup on there. That would be great.
Maybe some bling, maybe some gems just dotted about. I think we'll chat later.
We'll chat.
Please, can you do his Please, can you do his makeup? That would be brilliant.
I will. I won't. I don't need to ask him twice.
Could be a new section. We've got Erin in the building. She's in the gallery. Erin, that could be a new set. Done. Didn't even finish that sentence. She went done. Right, let's go. Let's have a look and see what we've got coming up in launch day. And this is Debbie that's going to be launching these ones with Ben, and that is our brand new Christmas 2021 Big Scene Create a Card collection. This is 6 pieces in total. In total, you're actually going to get 12 dies because you get the detail die and the outline die. Today's price, $79. Oh, Erin didn't realise that. I just got out. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, see, crafter. We get 2 dies in each.
Oh,
set. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you and show you why later on. $79.99 here in the UK, $99.99 or $95 for you guys stateside. Here in the UK and Europe, you're saving over 20%. For you guys stateside, you are saving over 15%. But platinum, that is $63.99 or $79.96 for you guys stateside. That is the launch date, as I say, with Debbie. She's going to be back at 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, where she's going to be showing you lots and lots of different things that you can do. What I will tell you is for weeks you guys have been screaming out to see how Gildan Flakes are used. I'm going to use the Gildan Flakes with my demo with our brand new Christmas Create a Card. So that's going to be the first one that I'm going to do. So that being launch day. Then what we're going to do is we're now going to have a look and see what's coming up in Creative Cravens with Debbie and Ben. And these are our jigsaw die collection. You're getting 15 elements in total. Now, this is the jigsaw die collection. This is something that you guys loved in the past. Today, it's the lowest price ever. So far, we are $65.94 or $77.35 for you guys stateside. Everyone's saving 25%, but that's going to come down even more. If you come to Platinum, £52.75, $61.88. That includes all 6 of the packs of your jigsaws. That includes the stamp set, and it also includes some of the tacky glue as well. All of that for that price that you're getting on the screen. That's Creative Cravens. That's the demo that Debbie's going to be doing live in the middle of Wake Up Call today. But if you do want to come back and join in with them both, that's going to be 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. That one being Creative Cravens. But we're not going to go far from Creative Cravens. We're going to stick with the show and we're going to be having a look. This one is our Country Village. This one is the complete collection. 85 elements in total. I know, a big wow. This has not been seen since June. Also, this is the lowest price yet, on today's price being $75.96 or $85.80. It works out that you're buying 4 of the smaller bundles and you're going to receive the Village Texture stamps plus 1 of the small bundles free within this whole bundle. Do you know what that just means? That means you're getting all of that for £60.77 platinum or $68.64 platinum as well. So as I say, these ones are both Creative Cravens, so hopefully that you'll be able to join Debbie and Ben for either, or fingers crossed both, launch day Creative Cravens. Launch day being 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 AM Eastern Time, 7 AM Pacific Time, and then I'm going to come back again for the Creative Cravens, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 PM Eastern Time or 11 AM Pacific Time. It's going to be a lot of fun with the Robinson back in the building all day today, but what's also going to be the fun is not only have we got Ionica here, we've got Ben as well together, so what the guys saying at home?
Well, we shall find out very shortly indeed. Lots of hellos coming in, but I'm not going to do the comments today. I shall leave that to Ionica. What I will tell you about, though, is our brand new Launch Monday Got It Good deal. This is brilliant and proved really popular yesterday, actually. It is the Sarah Signature Garden Party Get It deal. You're going to get a snippet of that amazing collection. You've got your 12 by 12 luxury pearlescent card pad that you're seeing there. That's gorgeous. 24 sheets of beautiful colours. You've got the ornate lace metal die, the vintage birdcage stamp and die set, your gorgeous delicate doily stencil that you're seeing there, and that happy summertime stamp as well. That deal is live right now. As I said, proved really popular yesterday and is here for the rest of the week or whilst stocks last. So do jump in and have a little look at that. Shall we see who's saying hello? Because Ionica's looking at the comments. Who's watching?
Well, Kathy's watching for the first time live.
Oh, cool.
So, me too. Very live. We've got people from Scotland. Oh, awesome shirt, Katie says.
Oh, that's good then. What's your thoughts on the shirt?
I love it. I think more colour the better. It just gives you joy.
Okay. Well, if it brings you joy, I mean, that's fine. Then
Exactly.
I'll wear this, yeah.
Oh, and wow, Ben, an actor. He's a very good actor.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's nice coming from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, I didn't pay her to say that, actually. I did. Yeah, I think I'm good at sort of mucking about on stage. Panto's about my level because I can muck about. I can't do the serious stuff, I don't think.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Keep those comments coming through. If there's any questions that you want to ask, and as I say, any comments you want to throw our way as far as the goodies are concerned. Maybe you've got some of those jigsaw dies. Maybe you've also got some of those construction dies as well to build those houses. Let us know how much you love them, and we can read those out too. Right, we are almost ready to have a little sneaky peek at what is coming up on launch day. I know we are super excited about this. We had a preview yesterday evening. Loads of you were going, say what? These look amazing, and wait till you have a look at these scenes. These are phenomenal, Craig, aren't they?
These are glorious. Now, you know me by now, I know you know that I love my creator cards. Now, this is our Christmas creator cards. These are the large ones, the big scene creator cards. So you can see on your screen right now with the full collection being $79.99 or $99.95 for you guys stateside. Here in the UK and Europe, you're saving over 20%, and you guys stateside are saving 15%. Platinum, that is going to come down to $63.99 or $79.96. Of course, crafterscompanion.co.uk or .com for here in the UK and the US. Still here for you guys as well across Europe. So although that the prices are in pounds and dollars, you guys just go across to your website and you'll find them in euros across there for you to purchase. But let's have a look and see what these do. These create your cards. These cut straight into your card blanks so that you can create these gorgeous detailed cards. Now run them through your card blank, done. That's it. That's your card done. Maybe a sentiment, Ben, and that's all. But then, this is the die here. So you actually get the outline die. So what that means is you can use both dies together, and this makes it a separate element. So you can go bigger, you can go onto your big card blanks, you can do paper piecing, you can do little bits of fussy cutting, lots of different things that you can actually do by simply including this second die. You don't have to, but you've got that there if you want. So this one is Jingle All the Way. This one, I know, we all know why Ben's laughing when I say Jingle All the Way.
I was just looking for
Just
the turbo
do it.
pedal. Come on.
Yes, we do love when Ben does that one. Jingle All the Way, cracking film.
Second best Christmas movie of all time.
It is after Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
I agree.
And then we've got, what was
Alone
that?
one
What
over
was
here.
that? Is that fighting talk already?
I'm a 90s kid.
Even I feel old when she says that. 90s kid. Just like Charlotte, yeah. Charlotte's back as well. She's in the gallery as well today. She did say hi to you. So here's the rest of them. So we have got, Ben, look at this one. Look at the depth of detail by simply running it through once. That's it, through once, and you've got all of that detail there within the Christ is born. Then we have got deck the halls. So you've got the fireplace, you've got little bits of the candy cane in the back, you've got the curtains towards the side. The detail, and it is something I'm going to say quite a lot, is exquisite. So what we've then got is this one here. So this one is what I'm actually going to be demoing with. This is the winter stags. So you've got the definition, you've got the depth. You've actually got 3 stags in here. So you've got the main one, you've got that one that's just behind the him or the her stag, then you've got this one right in the back. But same with the trees, the branches, the foliage, it creates depth, and that's what you're getting even within these big scenes. Then we're going to go into the Christmas angel. So you've got a couple that is vertical, couple that are horizontal, all exactly the same idea, cut straight into your card blank. But this is where, another one, Ben, it's good if you want to do fussy cutting. Take little bits out, paper piece straight onto. Do you know what these are good for? Your foil press.
Oh, yes.
These will all fit on your foil press. So instead of die cutting the detail, foil the die cut detail, or even foil the die itself. Then we've also got jingle bells. So we've got the bells there, we've got the ribbon all the way at the top. So actually, let's come into this one here. You've got the foliage, you've got the berries, you've got the swirls that run in between the actual bells, and you can do little bits that pop out. So what does that mean when it comes to your cards and your projects? That means that you can create and make some of the most glorious cards for your friends and family.
That's stunning, isn't it?
Now this is where we've gone into a larger card blank. So to do a larger card blank, you will need the large Gemini or even the Pro. If you use the die on its own, so if you use them together as a separate element, they will actually go through the Junior.
Yeah.
You're going to see that within my demo, also the MIDI as well. But to do your large card blanks, you will need your large die cutting machine. Pop an acetate behind the back, lots of different ways that you can use them. But then into your boxes. So pop in some of your snowfall acetate on the back. This isn't even snowfall acetate. This is, you know what we had, our 12 by 12 mirror paper pads?
Oh yeah.
The foiled one. That's in the background. But that is on the top of a box. So creating that monochromatic look with blacks, it works an absolute treat. Then you're going into your theatre cards, creating your own theatre cards, snipping. The snippability in these ones are out of this world. So much depth that you can create within these ones. So I've cherry picked a few of each design so you can see. So that's doing some shadowing. Then we're going into the scene with the Santa over the rooftops. So creating your backgrounds with your inks, maybe you want to do your pattern papers, little bit of backdrop colours that you can see with the windows. Then we're going into a different colour by doing your pinks, bringing in your silvers, going in with your lilacs, your purples. You don't have to keep them traditional. Then you're doing your side steppers into the centre. Because remember, these cut into your card. You've got that option of going into all your different concept cards. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
So even box lids, you've still got that aperture effect that you can be creating within your gifts. Then you can do your wrap, so creating that little domed effect there, and then fussy cutting out little bits to paper piece on top. And then talking about paper piecing, we've got that paper piecing where we fussy cut bits out that you can then pop in. So tell you what, Ionic, if you give me just a moment or two to get this sorted, and then we can come back and we can show you how these work.
Absolutely. Melissa said that she's having lots of ideas. The puzzle dies gave her an idea. So.
Oh, we want to know what the idea is,
don't we? We can't see that at the moment, so send us it again. We've got more love from Maryland from on the shirt, Ben, from Lisa. She's loving it.
Thank you for all that. And there's actually a question from Christine who says, Ionica, what is your next acting project that you'll be working on?
It's my first theatre this year, so I'm excited. It's a new musical cabaret style at the Union Theatre in South Bank in London. So fly over from Maryland or wherever you are, or Scotland. Yeah, I sing.
You're like a triple threat, really, aren't you?
I sing and act.
dance.
I dance. Well, I'm an actor who moves well.
Oh dear, yeah, that's what we all put. And Hannah's just saying, yay, Ionica, a 90s kid too. Just to go back to the Christmas, so your favourite movie is?
I just love Harry and Marv. They're just, the hilarity. I don't particularly like slapstick comedy, but theirs is just on the cusp of almost being realistic, and you're like, yeah. When he sets his head on fire, the lot.
I mean, you can't beat that. I'll leave you guys to chat about Home Alone 1 and 2. Go on, you can have a little argument.
Well, I'm not going to have an argument. It's Home Alone all the same, whether it's 1 or 2. 1 is phenomenal, absolutely.
It is.
But you know me, the thing is, because I love New York, the second one's going to be my favourite.
Yeah.
But I do love them both. I love them both. So, going to get on great. Right, let's have a look at these ones here. And as I said at the start of the show, you've been asking for ages to see the Gildan flakes and how these are used. So first and foremost, they are in stock on our website, all 3 colours, gold, copper and silver from Hunky Dory. And I'm also going to be using our double-sided adhesive sheets also on the website. So if you don't have any and you love to see what I'm going to do with these, then you know that you can pop them into your basket. So what I'm going to do, let's do this to start with. I'm going to bring in our stag. Now, when it comes to our dies, where you get the outside edge, I've said it time and time again, I don't always tend to use the outline die. What I always tend to do is cut my card to the size I want, then use the detail die. But if you do want to use it, it is there included for you, or you can use it as a matting layer. So for this one, I've cut to 7 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to lay that into the middle. And this is a piece of ivory cardstock that I've got. You could use white, but with the colour tones that I'm going with, I just thought that ivory worked really quite well as well. And then what I can do is if I get my junior plates here, and I'm going to bring in my base plate, and because these detail dies have got a lot of detail in them, what I always like to do, just for peace of mind, and that is include my metal shim. And I like to do it, as I say, it is peace of mind, to make sure that all of the components have die cut. So I'm going to do my metal shim. Let's get my plates the right way around. Metal shim, then I'm putting in my card and my die, putting in my plastic, magnetic, and then I'm going to do our top plate here. So if I run that one through, so I'm just wondering, so Ionica, have you ever seen how your dies work, dies work within a machine?
This is like a military operation. I've never, what a technique.
Wait until, because you might just think it's just a piece of metal. But running it through our Gemini, so this is, as we say, well, see, me and you, we're still quite young, unlike Ben.
That's outrageous!
What we tend to say, it's like an old-style manual. It's rollers in the middle. It's to do with pressure. So the die, it's not actually sharp, it's raised detail. So with the pressure of the machine, what happens is it cuts all these bits out, and then all that we do is pop them all out, whether you've got one of our tools that you get on our website, and you can then roll all these little bits out.
Oh, that's a bit clever, isn't it?
You were marvelling at this tool yesterday, weren't you? Because Ionica was here watching yesterday.
This fascinates me. Whoever invented that, you are a genius.
Absolute genius. Agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. So that then matches the design that's in the die, but it's now cut into the cardstock. But with our Gemini, it cuts so many different materials. So this is where, what I can do now, I can do inky backgrounds if I want. You know, you can go in and leave it blank like that onto a simple card blank. But what I'm going to do, let's pop that last eye out. So I can pop that one to the side. I've got a little bit of card blank so you can see. So what I can then do, I'm now going to bring in another piece of ivory card. It could be white, no specific size other than it is a bit bigger than my top layer that I've got. I'm going in with my double-sided adhesive sheets, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the backends off, so I'm going to discard that, I don't need that. Although, these are good for maybe something that's coming on Friday when you have decollage. If you take the backing off your foam pads, pop all your images on here, they're going to stay in place until you're ready to assemble your decollage. So don't ever bin the backing because they are like a grease-proof surface.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do with my card stock, I'm going to pop my card over the top, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press to adhere all of that together. So once I've got that, what I can then do is I can then come along, and what I'm doing, I'm going to go in with my guillotine, and at this point, if you need to cut it to size, do it at this point because it's going to stop it from gunking up your guillotine.
Oh, you don't want to gunk up your guillotine,
You don't want a gunked up guillotine.
Dear, oh dear, you don't need that on a Wednesday, do you not?
Absolutely not. Nothing worse.
What a way to ruin your week. How are you finding all this? Like watching what Craig is doing, and like, I mean, because I remember when I was first introduced to the world of craft, I mean, literally did not know what a die was, did not know how it worked. Are you amazed at like how easy it is for Craig to be able to make all these cards?
It's incredible, and it's actually, you can see it happening quite quickly before your eyes, and it's the layering as well is really. It's amazing.
Yeah, but it's super simple, Craig. That's the point, isn't it? With all of these dies.
It really is super simple. And with this layer, what I've done is I've cut it to a smidge smaller than this layer. So that was 7 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I've removed this backing. So this is now sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match this up to the corner. I'm going to pop that on the top, and I'm going to press. And I'm going to press that in. I'm going to come back in with this bit of waste, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to press that down. So I'm using that to press, and what happens is we've now got the image, but everything in the background that was see-through is now sticky.
Yeah.
So we can come on with glitters, microbeads, or our gilding flakes.
Now, Annika's just taken a big gasp of breath there. Why did you gasp so much at that?
Oh, shiny things. Just
Shiny.
anything glittery, or just because it always pops, doesn't it? Whether you wear it on your face or I think I want to try this on my face. We should have a little makeup demo on Craig and put it on his face.
Yeah.
What do you think, Craig?
You're getting put forward for quite a lot of being demoed on.
I'm more than
today, Craig.
happy.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy
Oh,
with
look at that.
You ever
It's
put gilding flakes on your
gorgeous.
face?
No, but funny enough, we were actually talking about that before the show, weren't we, Ionica? And how
Yeah.
there's no reason that you can't. If you use an adhesive that can be used on your face, makeup adhesive, then
You
we
could
can
use
pop it
eyelash
on.
glue.
You can just pop on eyelash glue, did you say?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I mean, I don't know if that would hurt your face. But eyelash glue would be fine.
Try that.
I reckon. I mean, I know, Craig, you're not back later on today, are you not?
I'm not.
That is a shame because we could have had you
We
dressed
should.
up. You could have done his makeup, and then if you're coming back to do a bit later on, maybe you can show us your eyelashes with the flakes. I mean, so much to look forward to. Craig, I think you should pop back in.
I think you should, Craig.
Stick around for the rest of the day. You could do that.
I'm up for that. I mean, why not? Yeah. I'd love to
do
see
that.
you with a bit of extravagant makeup on.
There we go, there we are. That's the day sorted out.
So we just had Gilmore say that she's partial to an angel and a nativity scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would look nice if you do the angel with the silver gilding
Yeah.
flakes that are on the website. So now, what I would suggest as well, if you've not seen these before, what to do is if you go to use them, make sure there's no air conditioning on, there's no fans on, do as very little breathing and talking as you can, because they float. But then you always get these little squishy tools, or you can use the back
What's
of
that
our
called?
blending tool. Squishy tool.
A what tool?
Squishy tool.
Is it?
Yeah, squishy tool. It's like a
Oh.
wee. It's not an. It's got the look above of a sponge, but it's more an open weaved sponge. It's
Like a
not
Brillo
rough,
pad? Oh, it's
'cause you
not
don't-
rough?
It's not rough because you don't want to scratch the gilding flakes.
Yeah.
Look
You
how
can
pretty
use the
that is.
backing of your blending tools if you want to, and all that you do is you give it a rub off,
A rub and a scoop.
so all that excess gilding flakes come off.
Yeah.
And then look at that.
Oh,
We've
that's
now
so
got
pretty.
our copper background that looks absolutely phenomenal. Now, if you were to die cut that out with our craft card and then do this with the gold, that would look lovely as well. Lots of different looks depending on colours that you use. So what we can do to simply pop this together, I've gone in with a piece of yellow card. This is from our 12 by 12 sunflower collection, and that is 7.5 inches by 5.5. So I can go all the way around the back with my adhesive, and then what I can do is matte and layer this one on.
Do people have a favourite colour, Craig?
When it comes to Gildan wax, Gildan flakes, or...
Oh no, the backing.
Or the actual background.
Yeah.
A lot of people tend to go for the brights, so whether it's maybe your pinks or your yellows. Lately, you'll have seen more and more people going for your blacks. Blacks works a treat, for instance, if I bring this one in.
Oh.
This is a black card layer, so it's actually A5, and what I've done is I folded it in half. That creates my card blank. And what I'm going to do is pop that in. And black works a treat because it always frames it. As Ernst just said in our ear there, which is completely correct, it makes it pop. And because it's black, before I finish it off, what I've done is I've got a piece of white smooth stamping card. I've already got my tape on. And this will give me somewhere to write my insert or stamp my sentiment. But we can pop it into here. And that's going to be the centre complete. But then to finish off, what we can do is take a sentiment. This is from our original sentiment compendium. So we've got warmest wishes for a very happy birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
And this was from the male section of the compendium. And then I've taken a stag. This was from Sarah's Enchanted Christmas collection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich it on foam pads just between those two there. And then there we go. We've created a card, which of course, yes, as Erin says, that sentiment was from the male section, but it could be for female, no problem at all. Same with the design. It looks absolutely elegant. It looks gorgeous. You've got that Gildan flakes in the back. You could have easily eliminated that Gildan flakes section and just used the cardstock in the back. That's up to you. But that's part of the Christmas Big Scene Create a Card collection. 9 pieces, 12 dies, because you get the outline for each die as well. That's coming up on launch day with Debbie and Ben. So that will be, of course, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. Today's price being $79.99 or $99.95. Here in the UK and Europe, we're saving over 20%. You guys stateside, saving over 15%. Platinum comes down even more, £63.99, $79.96. And there is so much that you can do that Debbie will be showing you just lately. Talking about Debbie, she is going to be coming up in a moment or two. But what we are going to do is cut you out, Erin. Erin thought I was going to go to Debbie now. Not yet. No, don't need me to panic you. Don't worry. Debbie's coming up just shortly. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to Ionica, who's going to have a look at your comments again.
We are getting some lovely comments in. A lot of people welcoming me to the family, so thank you. That's lovely. Kathy says on Facebook, they're also beautiful and versatile. It's hard to decide. Love them all. Just get them all. Who's cleaning Craig's workspace today? John? John? And Dee says, don't actors use some kind of gum liquid to put moustaches and beards on? I haven't tried that one with the moustaches, but I might. I don't know. Depends what role I might get.
This day's getting better. Craig having makeup on, you putting a moustache on. I mean, seriously.
I mean, yeah. I think it is like a gum liquid that they put on for the boys. But we will use it for the gold flakes, or you might get some gold flakes.
I mean, seriously. Keep the comments coming in. Any questions that you want to ask, anything you want to throw Ardica's way, please do. I just want to quickly update you on some other items that we've got coming up over the course of the day today. You've been loving your sparkle recently, and the glitter markers are certainly going to provide you with that. These are just awesome, and I remember when we brought these to you, I think when they came back in stock at the end of last year. Great for colouring, great for your lettering and your embellishing as well. They are going to give you that added sparkle, and you're saving, 30% with this particular collection. You've got your neon lights, your vibrant florals, and your cool elements included there as well. So 18 in total, and that that price is brilliant. £19.18 or $27.12. Those are all the colours. I'll show you in more detail later on, but certainly worth getting your hands on those if you've missed out on them previously. Something else which is on a really great deal today, and kind of like, I suppose, like a craft room essential. We've got your Scoremaster board and your Envelobox Creator scoreboard as well. I mean, this is absolutely brilliant for all of your scoring, for all of your card making, and of course your box making as well. The Scoremaster is absolutely brilliant for that. You get your little scoring tool included, and of course double-sided, so depending on whether you're working in imperial or metric, you've got those measurements there, and to have that Envelobox Creator as well to allow you to create those envelopes, those envelope boxes to the size that you want to be able to create them is just phenomenal. And again, I know lots of you will already have these, but if you're building up your crafty stash with this, then these kind of craft room essentials. The other reason I would tell you to grab these today is not only you're making that great saving, you're also going to get this, 50 bonus points. Yes, whoop, Annika. Yes, whoop. Yes. 50 bonus points included with this set as well. So £15.20 or $15.20 and 50 bonus points. Always nice to help you along your club inspired journey, and that deal certainly will today. And if you're after freebies today, again, this is the deal to go for. Because you know what, I think you're actually stocking up on like craft room essentials. You never want to run out of your white stamping card. So we're giving you 60 sheets of your A4 white stamping card. That comes within this bundle. The craft card stock as well. I always think around about like this time when we're making our Christmas cards, I think like that craft colour works beautifully with your sort of Christmas makes and your wintertime makes. You know, if you've got your white card stock, you've got your craft card stock, you're doing brilliantly. And you're going to have 50 sheets of that as well included. And then on top of that, for free, we are going to bring you 10 sheets of your Centura Pearl black card stock. We all love a bit of Centura Pearl, particularly when it's free. So you get all of that lot for £15.98 or $23.98 if you're a platinum member. Again, craft room essentials. Make sure you stock up and don't miss out on these deals. Now, it is a busy day today because we've got me, Craig's here, we've got Ionica as well, and there's one of my absolute faves lurking over the other. Well, she's not lurking. That sounds a bit creepy, doesn't she? She's waiting patiently over the other side of the studio. It's the lovely Debbie Robinson. What are you doing over there?
Yay! Oh, I'm so excited. What a great day this is turning out to be, and I absolutely love our new addition, Ionica. She's so beautiful and it's absolute joy. You look like you've been doing it for years, Ionica, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I can't wait because I've got a little segment coming up because I have got the launch coming up later on today, but I've also got Creative Cravings later tonight at 7 p.m. And one of my absolute favourite products is on here, which are our beautiful shaped jigsaw pieces. And this is what I'm going to tease you with. I'm going to make a lovely little easel card. I've chosen one of my favourite pictures of me with my little princess, and I'm going to show you how to make this lovely easel card with those fantastic jigsaw dies coming up very shortly.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Keep those comments coming in. Ionica will be having a look at those. Lots of you getting excited about today. Lots of you getting excited about all of the goodies that we've got coming up as well. And actually, being over in Comfy Corner with Ionica, one of the things that Ionica spotted at the start of the show was the item that we're going to be looking at next. These jigsaw dies, which are absolutely brilliant. I love these when we initially bought you the bigger jigsaw dies, which in my mind they sort of allowed you to make like the real puzzles because they were slightly bigger as far as pieces were concerned. These, I mean, yeah, absolutely, you can make these for puzzles, but also brilliant for very, very different decorative elements on your cards. You're getting 15 elements in total here, and you've got all of the different shapes to be able to make like just some amazing jigsaw designs, from butterflies to stars, from stars to balloons. You're just going to absolutely love this. And this is a set that you've not seen since June, and also early July, late June, and also July, and also this is the best price we've done it for as well. So it's a brilliant day to jump in and grab the collection. £52.75 if you're platinum, $61.88 if you are shopping with us in the US. But let's have a look at these. The shapes that you can make the jigsaws out of, Debbie, are just brilliant, aren't they?
They are, and if you love jigsaws, regardless, these are the dies for you. Gift puzzles you can use them for. These are all sorts of lovely little trinkets and different ideas that you can use with them. But I'm going to walk you through each of the designs because we've brought out the original jigsaw dies, and then we thought, oh, how can we mix it up a little bit? And that's what they designed with these in mind, is that lovely mix, and the shapes are just beautiful. So you've got your gorgeous butterfly, and you can see just how it's a nice big size die this, so you're going to be able to fit your photos in there really well. You've got your beautiful love hearts, and again, that is absolutely gorgeous. Think of Valentine's Day to someone you love, weddings, anything like that, where you could put a picture of love heart, groom and the bride and groom in each one.
Yes.
That'd look lovely. You've got your star, or your superstar as I like to call it. I love the speech bubble one. I just think that's a really cool one. Of course, it doesn't have to be all about pictures. It could be things like your colouring mediums. So you could take pictures of prints and things like that, and then colour them in and make them really fun. So there's lots of ways. And of course, iconically, jigsaw, can have a jigsaw piece. I just think that one is a really clever concept. And then lastly, the lovely balloon on there. So you can see all those gorgeous designs. Well, how do you, what is it that you make with them? But I'm just going to show you a few samples before we kickstart into that demo. But these are just really fun dies and absolutely gorgeous, whether you're giving it as to your grandson or your granddaughter or a new baby in the family or one of your friends. Something's going to be really beautiful and something that little bit unusual, which makes these stand out from the crowd. Love the balloon one, great for parties, great for any kind of invitation. But this one, I love the idea, and then cut it out again in plain cardstock, so you a jigsaw within a jigsaw. Absolutely clever concept. And then of course that beautiful butterfly one as well. So these are really fabulous. I am personally using the love heart one. Now this mount board is going to be the best perfect medium because these are a multimedia die, so they're not no ordinary die. And a multimedia die means it's a thicker depth that it's going to cut through. So if you've never heard of a multimedia die, because I'm always aware we have new people joining us all the time, these are made slightly thicker to cut through thicker materials such as mount board. And mount board is a really tough card stock. It's like, I want to say it's about 3 or 4 layers of Centura pearl, isn't it, Craig? It's quite a lot of weight there, and it's absolutely fabulous and perfect for these. Now, all I'm going to say to you is whatever design you're choosing, you need to make sure that when you mount your picture, so I've already mounted my picture of me and my little princess there. That was when she was a teeny weeny little girl.
Aww,
I want her little, I loved, honestly, that girl's got a smile that melts anyone's heart. But I've already mounted it on and stuck it down. Choice of glue is down to you, but what I will say to you is if you're using a wet glue, you must let it dry properly. So make sure you stuck it down, plenty of time, leave it for a few, a couple of hours, come back to it, and then it's ready to go. Because if it is wet, and it's wet glue, and you go straight in with your dye, the glue is going to splodge out everywhere and probably ruin your picture and things like that, and that's the last thing you want to do. So mine's already been mounted. I'll give you a little tip as well. I don't know if we've got any down here, because the one that I prefer to use, and I'm going to bring it out to show you.
Oh yeah.
I prefer this. The Stick and Stay, which is the permanent adhesive. Now, I'm not sure if we've got it in stock, so I'm going to ask our lovely producer Erin to go and check it out, because we have lots of stick and sprays and stick and shines and all sorts of different cans. This one is the permanent one, and it's a perfect one to pop on there at the back and then mount onto your mount board. And you can hear the difference. I mean, that is a tough mount board. And I believe we have mount board on. If I'm not, I believe we've got the mount board on, because it would be a bit daft if we didn't. Is it going on the show?
Later.
On the later
Oh, yeah.
show, on the Creative Cravings. I have got some more. Oh, perfect. So Erin's got back to me with that. So the Stick and Stay is for UK, obviously it's the aerosol kind of thing. So Stick and Stay for the UK is available on our website. For anybody else, tacky glue is probably going to be your best one, or the all-purpose glue. But make sure it's dry. It's a top tip. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to pop my die over my photo. Now, I've chosen a size of a photo. It's a 4x6, but I've just shrunken it and given a couple of borders there, just to make sure that I can get us both in there, our little faces. And the combination, when it comes to a multimedia die, is going to be slightly different to what you usually use with a regular die. So with that in mind, I've got my clear cutting plate, my metal shim, I've got my plastic shim, or the frosty plate as our Sarah calls it, and the other cutting plate. There's no magnetic shims involved with these because of the depth of the die being thicker than a standard die. You don't need that extra shim, so please don't use your magnetic shim in these. So I'm going to place that on, and I'm going to hold it down with some low tack tape. So I'm going to hold one piece down there, and because I don't want it to move around, I am going to pour it down a few places to stop that from moving. There you go.
Good question, Ionica, coming from Betty.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
saying, will this work in the MIDI?
Right, I'm going to say no. And the only reason being is that platform. It's a thicker die, and to pop it through your MIDI is the plastic folder. There's no extra shims or anything like that. It probably, do you know what, I might even test it later, but I think you would do a little bit of damage. And I don't know if Craig, I personally, this is just coming from like me and Craig using these dies. I would say no to the MIDI, but yes to the Gemini Junior, yes to the Gemini Pro, yes to the Gemini Big Daddy or original. Can't call it a Big Daddy anymore, can we, Craig? Can't call it that anymore. It's the original, the OG. Do you still call it the Big Daddy?
Yeah.
It's the Big Daddy and the Beast then, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Big Daddy and the Beast. That's how you're going to differentiate.
Yeah.
But yes, pop it through your electronic cutting machines where you've got the metal shim in there, because I don't want you to ruin your platform with your MIDI. So that's going to be my top tip to you. So definitely use it in one of the electronic cutting machines. Now, again, I've popped mine on already. Great question though, Ionica. Great question. And this is what we're all here for. You know, it's not just about the education, it's also asking things anytime while we're here, get asking. So I'm going to run that through. And literally now that's going to cut through and create my lovely jigsaw. Now I have popped it on the top of, so I'm going to bring it back because I should have used my Gemini Junior plates, but I haven't got them out. Our lovely Craig's been using the Big Daddy.
Oh,
The big ones. He's been using the big ones. That's not like
Okay.
you like your Gemini Junior.
No,
By
I
the
swapped
way.
it over for you.
Oh, bless you. Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, you little love.
he's a little love, isn't he? Eh?
He is a little love. Have you done a little plug for your craft, your giveaway? Have you seen Craig's social
Debbie.
media page?
You're getting
Have
some love
you
on the
seen it?
nails.
Have you what, love?
You're getting some love on the nails.
Oh, well,
So,
actually, it's
they're
near
just
enough similar
gorgeous.
colour to Craig's giveaway. The machines to die for. Can I enter, Craig? Can I enter?
Yes or no? I'll just turn a blind eye.
I might have to go under an alias. That's it. Going to go under an alias. I think a lot of the design team members are saying the same though, Craig. They all wanted that beautiful machine. Absolutely.
It's a pink one, isn't it?
You what, my love?
It is.
It is. And it's a very nice pink. How did you winkle that, mister?
A lot of begging. But you've still got your giveaway going first of all, though, on your page.
Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have indeed. It's going to be finishing tomorrow.
There you go.
Finishing tomorrow. You heard it here first. And I am doing I am going to be doing a Facebook Live from my home, Craig. Because Craig's giving me a little top tip. What are you doing? What are you doing, Ben?
I got a giveaway as well coming up on my page today. It's 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, you see? 10,000, 5,000. So I've got a giveaway coming up, so look out for mine. We're all giving away stuff. All giving away stuff. So.
Hey, why not?
Isn't it funny that
Why
we've all
not?
reached a milestone at the
I
same
know.
time?
Isn't it funny?
We're all
Yeah.
plugging each other.
Yeah, you couldn't have made that up, literally. You could not have made that up. But what a great, it's a great chance to get hold of some fabulous goodies. Now, what I've done is I've taken out, so you can see my waist there. Such a shame to waste, but never mind. I'll put, you've mucked in, Craig. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to poke those through. Now, you can, of course, tap it out if you want, but there is release holes. So I'm just going to give it a little poke out through each one. This is, honestly, Ionica, you're going to love this.
Oh, yeah, chat to Ionica about this little tool.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I've got a fancy tool.
Yeah.
I had it made.
Oh,
Not that I'm being precious or anything like that. But I had it made by a lovely fellow crafter's other half. I'll not call her her husband because they're not quite married just yet. But her other half made it me. I had a few things. I had a pen actually first. And then I said, oh, I'd really fancy a matching pokey tool, and that's exactly what they did for me. And of course, it had to be team purple. It had to be a purple one. But can you see, Ionica, what that's done? Are you impressed? Are you your mind blown?
It is. And do you know what I really like? It's that it's a photo of somebody. I think that we live in a world where everything is online and we forget to print pictures. And
that is so true.
Like, this is a little bit of magic that you're making together, and if you're doing it with your family members, I think it's gorgeous.
It is. And you know what? It's a workable jigsaw. So if you want to give, your kids something fun, and I know Sarah with the boys, they had the time of their lives making these. But honestly, it's a workable jigsaw where you can see how it all works and fits in beautifully. And because of the right combination when it comes to the platform, I have got a perfect die cut with a perfect workable jigsaw now ready to create. And look, she beautiful, beautiful. I've got one later on, so I'm not leaving Ezra out. Should anybody think I've been leaving Ezra out? That's my little grandbaby, my grandson. I've got a picture of them both later on. But I can't wait because it's going to be a great show. And literally, if you've never tried these before, we're taking it back to basics and we're going to do it all from scratch and literally show you how easy these are to use because they're fantastic. Now, I've got myself some white stamping card. And the white stamping card that you've just seen on the show, this is my go-to product. And I know it is with Craig as well. We're both big advocates of the white stamping card because you can make your own card blanks with it. This is a 5 3/4 square card that I have folded in half. And I've actually gone on a diagonal using my scoreboard, and I believe we've got the scoreboards later on as well, Ben, haven't we? To create these very easy, achievable cards, because this is going to act as a easel card. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount it with another square piece. You could have your easel card just like this. However, because I'm using my design, I want it to face over there. So I've got myself some cardstock, and I matted it and layered it onto some plain cardstock. That's going to act as my base, and I'm going to bring in my all-purpose glue. And I actually chose, I don't know if you can see, but I actually chose this because I think it looked really nice with the love heart theme. And then I've chosen another one, a contrasting one that I thought worked really well. Sometimes it's nice to have a little contrast. So I'm going to pop that onto there.
Just whilst you're sticking, Onica's got a couple more questions coming through.
Of course, fire away.
About the jigsaws.
Yes.
Saying for the puzzle die, if you stick and stage, you let it dry and add a picture, or add the picture while it is wet?
You add the picture while it's wet. That's a fantastic question. Yeah, you stick and spray, which is the permanent one. You squirt it onto your mount board, or you spray it onto your mount board. You let it go tacky for about 30 seconds. That's the best bit of advice. So leave it for about 30 seconds, then apply your picture onto the top, smooth it out, and let it dry. With the stick and spray, it's not as long a drying time. So with a wet glue, you need to let it dry for a little while before, you need to be solidly dry. The same with the tacky glue as well. But with a stick and spray, it's quite an instant one, but you do need to leave it for about 30 seconds onto your mount board. So spray it onto your mount board, 30 seconds, then apply your picture or your chosen, whatever it is that you're putting on there, and then you can die cut it with, because you won't get any, because it's like almost an instant dry, isn't it, Craig? It like kind of dries quite quickly. So yes, that's why I do prefer it. I'm not going to lie. When it comes to the jigsaws, that's my personal preference. Right, so I'm going to now...
Just Margaret's asking, can chipboard work with these?
Chipboard, depending on the thickness. But chipboard, I would say, because there's different types of depths with chipboard. Is it about 4 mil, isn't it? I think it's about 4 mil, which is the highest one that it will cut through. Anything thicker on chipboard, because there's various different ones. Anything thicker, then I would say no. But yeah, that's a rough fact.
Good stuff.
You're coming out with some beauties, absolute beauties.
Steph's just said, I made my mom stateside a picture frame using these dies for her first grandson, and she loved it.
Oh,
cute.
Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. Now, if you're wondering why I've got a love heart missing, I did use the die again, but you can use it, and we've got love heart, we've got, there's all sorts of nesting dies out there and things like that, but I just used one and took it out because I wanted to use it to back on my love heart, so that's why I did it. So if you're probably thinking, oh no, what's she doing? Why's she got a love heart in the back of there? It's called, now this might sound like a horrible word, and maybe not one you're familiar with.
No, Debbie, what?
But gutting.
Oh, no, that's all right.
That's okay.
I
Some
use
people
that.
like it. Do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah. So some people don't like it because it sounds
Could have been
quite
worse.
horrific, gutting. But what it means is you're making your cardstock go a long way by cleverly using something that you're covering back up, because you wouldn't necessarily. It's a waste. Craig will vouch for me, because when it comes to hunky dory, that's exactly what you do. You do a lot of the gutting. But a lot of people call it, wait a minute, get this right, because I said it wrong the other day. Halloween. No, that's wrong.
What?
Halloween.
Halloween.
I know I said it wrong the other day. I said exactly the same thing. Halloween. It's because it sounds neater and it sounds much cleaner rather than gutting, because gutting.
It's gutting. It sounds worse when you say it like that.
Got him.
Got him.
It's my old Yorkshire accent. I can't help it. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to stick. So can you see where I've got my easel? And I'll lay it down flat there. I'm going to put my glue onto here for my square base to stay on. And that means then I've got a really nice solid base rather than the quarter, wait a minute, diamond?
Triangle? Yeah.
Triangle?
Triangle. Line.
Yeah.
Corner.
We're doing well.
But to make it easy for yourself, because sometimes you put it on and then you might put your glue there and you think, uh-oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Lay it flat, pop your glue on, and that way you know you're not going to go. Anyway, I saw a lovely thing on Crafter's page this morning about where you stuck your glue and your tapes and your foam pads. And do you splodge it everywhere like Debbie's just splodged it? But yes, you do. I'm reading some comments. You'll have to watch it, Craig, because it's really fun. I'm a Crafter's Companion it's on. And there was a little thing on there about it. I was like, that's so funny. The comments that I read were just so funny. But yeah, absolutely. That's how I put mine on. I splodge it on there. But there now I've got my base ready for my little jigsaw to fit on. Now, if you want to make this a workable jigsaw, you could cut it out twice and you could have it as a little gift box, especially if you put it into a little gift box, have the jigsaw in and then the image on the front, like you would normally. But I'm just going to have one of the pieces out, and what I'm going to do is pop some of my favourite glue, although I can't find a little applicator, so I'm popping some of my... Right, Ionica, I'm just going to pre-warn you. I don't know if the guys have told you. This is official name is 3D Collage glue, but in Debbie's world, it's chunky glue.
Chunky glue.
Chunky glue.
Hey, Ionica, you say
We're
it.
fellow Northerners, chunky glue.
Chunky, yes, because of the texture. It's chunky. Look, it's got dimension to it. So that's how I differentiate between my glues. And I'm just going to pop my jigsaw on. In fact, I might have to make my jigsaw back up because I've cut it that well. It's all falling to bits on me. Let's just see if I can squidge that in. Let me see if I can get me pieces.
Oh, you can do it.
there.
You can do it. I'm feeling
Come on,
it.
we can do it. We can do it. But these are such good fun. In fact, no, I'm going to put Sappy's face back in. I want a face back in there. Let's pop her face back in. Yeah, there we go.
It's so precious, though, isn't it? Just to have that.
Oh, it's so lovely.
love this.
Honestly, it's just such fun. These jigsaws. Each one of the designs absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to move it across because I've got me. There we go. Oh, I've got a bit wonky. Craig, look at me. What?
You got wonky?
I've got wonky. I've got a bit wonk on the wonk.
On the wonk a little bit, but yeah.
Artistic flair.
Oh, nice, Ionica.
Oh, she's good.
What was that?
We'll need a lot of that in here on Crafters TV.
Artistic flair.
Artistic flair. I like that. Yeah, we've definitely got to have that. A lot of that on Craig. Definitely. Oh, what was that? Somebody falling outside?
I thought that was your glue making that noise.
No, it was not. It was not my glue. It was a noise outside. I wonder what it was. Is everybody out okay outside there? But literally, just put your pieces in. And if you do want to keep one of your pieces out, like I'm going to do with mine, because it is the missing piece, then it's ready to pop on there. However, let's just make sure that's nice and ready. There we go. Oh, look, I've gone all wonky again.
Sorry,
What's
it's
going on?
artistic.
What, love?
Hey, look, it's just saying it's artistic. It's
Artistic, yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
we'll go with that one. We'll go with that one, Iona. We'll go with that one.
Individual.
Oh, I've got no glue under that. Hang on a minute. No wonder it won't stay right. I've got no glue on that one either. So let's pop a little bit of glue just onto there. And then pop my little piece in. But I do love these. They're such fun. Real good fun. And then what I'm going to do to finish that off is I'm going to pop it on. However, I'm going to make sure when I've got my little piece here that it acts as a little stepper to stop my design from falling over. But I'm going to use one of favourites of Craig's, a little sticky pad or foam pad.
Hey, but everyone's
How
favourite.
did you hear the little noises there that you get with it as well?
So you'll find, Iona, that our guys here have their own favourites. So you've got Debbie, who loves the
Chunky glue.
glue, and then Craig is Mr. Foam Pad.
The foam
Yes.
pad king.
I have seen you
we
use
call
the
it.
foam pad quite often.
Yeah, foam pads are
Handicap.
fabulous, aren't they, Craig? They are. There's a job for each one.
That's it.
isn't
It's
there?
safe to say we've got lots of different adhesives, and they've all got their own little
They have indeed.
area of expertise.
They have indeed. So I'm going to pop my jigsaw design on there. I might have a little bit on the wonk. Bit again, creative flair. I'm going to
Yeah.
use that one. I only got all day. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to pop a bit more of my glue. Pop that onto there because she is my missing piece. God love her. Can't wait to see her. And then just pop that onto there. And there you go. Oh, apart from, let me pop a little bow. I'll pop a little bow just onto the front part. Let me just peel off me tape.
Little finishing
There
touch.
we go. And we're going to have a little one just onto the middle of my bow there.
Oh, look
and
at it.
there you go. All done and dusted. And that's my little granddaughter for anybody working, because obviously you know who that is. But yeah, that's my little granddaughter, Sapphire. She's a little bit older now, 3 years old she is. She was a little wee bit younger there, but yes, absolutely gorgeous. Come and join us for the 7 p.m. show later on today at Creative Cravings, when we'll show you lots more, including these fantastic jigsaw dies.
Do you know, there's so much love online today. Debbie, you look so beautiful today. You're beautiful anyways, but that dress looks so nice on you. Ben, you've had another love on the shirt from Suzette, looking
Awesome.
good. Lord Ben.
Oh, yes, thank you.
I mean,
Yeah. Why did you look like that when you just said Lord Ben? Why the
Lord
funny
Ben.
look? I don't-
And I think you can feel it. The jigsaws are very popular on here. A lot
Yeah.
of people are saying that they got the big ones, and now they're like, oh, should we get the small ones? Definitely do it.
And also, for those of you who have joined a little bit late, a few of you going, hang on a minute, I know that guy in the funny shirt, and I know that guy over there, and I know that lady there, but who's the lovely lady sitting next to Ben? Ionica is joining us today as a guest. She's here doing all of the socials, might be popping up a little bit later on as well, but safe to say, well, you've done a bit of TV and radio and stuff in the past, haven't you?
I have, yeah. Face for radio. I did radio for a little while, do a bit of TV,
Yeah.
stage. So yeah.
Yeah, so she's in joining us today, just helping out with all the social, helping out with all the fun and frolics, and yeah, as I say, you'll see her during this show probably later on as well. So I've had an easy day really, because I mean I normally have an easy time on this show anyway, to be honest with you, but I have just been basically showing you a few of the deals that we've got coming up through the shows later on. Creative Cravings, of course, means that we do bring you a hero tour. And this is brilliant, right? It is the Triangle Traveller from Totally Tiffany. These are launched really, really recently, and do you know what I love about these? These are absolutely superb if you are now thinking about getting out and travelling again, but you want to take some of your crafty goodies with you. I would also say that these are perfect not just for crafty goodies. If I just open this up for you, so you've got your hook and mesh system there, open it up. And then you have got little pockets, right? So you've got an idea of what you can put in here. So you've got your smallest pocket, we've got some tacky glue in here. In your medium pocket, we've then got some of our ink daubers in there. In your bigger pocket, we've put in some of our ink pads. And then you've got little slots up the top as well to pop in some of your markers. These little bags inside as well, by the way, they are all attached via that hook and mesh system, so you can take those out separately. So what I mean is, obviously you're going to be using this for your craft, but actually I'm thinking this is quite nice as well as a little wash bag potentially. Great if you're carrying makeup, yes.
Craig,
yeah, for all of his Hey, I'm liking Ironica. But also good for the fact that it all pops together nicely. You've got your little drawstring on the back there as well, and you've got a choice of colours with this as well. However, this is a great deal, right? But wouldn't it be nice if we threw in some, some freebies as well that you can put in here? So, for example, it would be good if we threw in some of your all-purpose glue. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be good. I mean, it'd be even better if we threw in some of your low-tack tape. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. It would also be pretty amazing if we threw in one of your Dotty tape pens as well. That'd be cool. Nice. That'd be nice. And if we also threw in some red liner tape, I mean, that would be fabulous. Sadly, we're not. No, we are. We are doing that. We are throwing that into the deal for you, which is just brilliant. So you've got a nice collection of adhesives to go with your Triangle Traveller. £23.98 or $29.55 is the platinum price on that. If you fancy something a little bit more, I don't know, colourful, let's just say, we've got a choice of colours for you. So we have got 3 colours available for you. You've got your turquoise, you've got your pink, and you've got your purple. It's entirely up to you which one you want to go for. They all do the same job, but as I say, if you fancy something a little bit more colourful...
They all match your shirt.
They do all match my shirt, Annika. That is why I put this shirt on today. $23.98 or $29.55, and as I say, they all come with that adhesives collection as well, which is rather marvellous. Right. We are now going back over to the demo area. We've literally got about 25 minutes left on the show. We're going to have to do the demo of the show, so we'll get Annika prepared for that. But any comments in the meantime, get those in. We'll get those read out by Annika. Any questions as well. But we're now moving over to a collection that I've not seen for quite a while. And one again, Craig, I think we're doing at an unbelievable price. It is the Country Village Complete Collection. Chat us through this, because this is something a bit different, isn't it?
It is, and as you said, you've not seen it for a wee while. This is the lowest price yet that we've had this full collection. This is one again that you and Debbie will both be having a look at later on in the day, and you will see, so the info will be coming on your screen in a moment. There we go. So this is the Country Village Complete Collection. So you're actually getting 85 elements in total. All of that for today's price being £75.96. $85.80. Everyone's going to be saving over 45%, but that is even better when you're platinum. Comes down to £60.77 or $68.64 for all of that. But exactly what is all of that? Well, I'm going to show you. And we're going to show you that these work on the basis of dies, but also stencils as well. These enable you to create villages. So have a think just for a moment. If you'd like to do, maybe if you've got a train set, your husband have got a train set, you want to do the villages, you can do that. You can then start to make your own little town. Christmas is perfect with the fake snow, little sets, the scenes, the villages that you can do. So that full set comes to you. That will look like this. Now, it's stencil form, and we've already done them in cardstock for you to see. So you can just see the shininess of the stencil there. But what you're then going to do is you're going to draw around them with your pencil, or what you can do, if you've got the large Gemini, Erin didn't think I heard that, but I did. I did hear that one.
See the
just getting caught up with machine. John did as well.
All right, John.
You all right, John?
Yeah.
You fine? Good.
So the other thing
that you can do is run them through your large Gemini or your Gemini Pro with the embossing mat. That embosses the outline of the stencil onto your card, and then you can cut it out. I personally, and I was speaking to Debbie before the show, she does the same, where draw around it with a pencil, then cut it out. That way I'm going to be showing you just shortly. So that's the Cozy Cottage. Then what you've also got is the Cosy Cottage dies to go with them. So this is how they look once they've been die cut. But you've got the window panels, you've got the, oh gosh, what do you call it?
Gingerbread house man roof.
No,
it could be a gingerbread house.
it's the, what's it called? Debbie, what is it called?
What's the roof bit
Roof
called
bit
here?
called?
Oh, it's not guttering.
No.
The on it.
Gable.
The gable.
Gable.
Well done, Charlotte.
That's it. Thanks, Charlotte, who's actually been in her garden the last few days. It's looking good, Charlotte. Very well done. So that one is the Cosy Cottage. Then what we're going to go into is the townhouse. Actually, let's show you the townhouse first of all. So you've got the stencil, which will look like once you have then drawn around it. Then what you've got is the dies to go with it. So that creates, again, that creates the top of the townhouse, that creates the doorways, you've got that window panel, you've got that decorative panel that you can do around the top of the roof, maybe even the bottom. But even these all die cut, they just make the little slats within the roof.
Yeah.
So all the attention to detail are there. Then what we've got is we've got the manor house. So once again, that's how it looks in the manor house. If you do, obviously, go around it with a pencil and cut it out, absolutely fine. If you were to try and emboss this one, what you would need is the Pro to do this one,
Right.
because of the width of it. But, you know, draw around it with a pencil and then cut it out. So that's the manor house. This is all the extra dies that you get with the manor house.
Wow.
So again, the statement windows, the doors, you've got that oval door.
Looks like my new house, that one.
Does it?
Yeah, the manor house.
Huge, spectacular. Even
You'd
got
have to
these
make
ones-
him one, Craig, as a little house.
Oh yeah,
Maybe one for a little house moving in gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do
A
that.
replica, yeah.
That would be dead good, that, yeah. Yeah.
You can make it into a little money box and put some notes in it for me as well to
Well,
spend.
you can put the money in. We'll just make it. Oh, you must be made of money. This is like a mansion as it is. You're going to. It's all that part-time hours that you do. So that's the manor house. Then what we've got
Spicy today, isn't he?
is the thatched cottage. It's because I'm having a blooming great show. I love having the four of
you
us
are.
here. Can we
You've
do it
never
all the
seen so many
time?
guests on your show.
Thatched cottage with all of the bits once again. So as I'm showing you them again, think of, now that you're starting to see them in form, how you can start to create your own Christmas villages. That would be so nice, your own little town. But then, as I say, the model railways that your husband likes to do, or your wife, you know, they like to do them too, you can then start to create your own. So you've got lots of different ways, lots of different aspects, so lots of different designs that you can do. All of them lend the detail just beautifully, and you're even getting the texture. So these are the village texture stamps.
I love this.
So that creates the woodwork, the stamp work, the stone work, the clockwork as well. Use them in the cards as if you want to. You don't just have to use them. But what they do is these create the most
These are so
gorgeous towns
Look at that
and
chair.
villages and buildings.
Yeah.
Look at all of these. Now
There's
they're all
my house.
they're all
There's your
individual.
house.
That's Ben's house
Yep.
altogether.
Yep.
That's Ben's house. So they're all individual, but you can play.
This is why there's so much love on these on the social media. They,
Absolutely.
yeah, like now I see them in real life. It's the people are saying they're waiting for the village to come back. I love the village. I love the village. I think this is great.
And it's things for your weddings as well. You imagine little scenes on one specific wedding table.
Yeah.
You know, you could do that. Theme it in the colour of your wedding. You know, you might just want to use maybe one of them, and that could be maybe one of those little wooden sticks that stick out the top. You could have your table number
Table
on
numbers,
the top.
yeah.
Lots of these different things. So although you're getting them as a full set, does not mean that you have to use them in that way. But then by changing the colours and looks, so yep, use your plain cardstock, you can stamp onto them, but if you've got patterned papers already, you can start to do that as well. All that you need to do, if you want, is add acetate into the back of the windows, and it's going to create that more realistic look in the fact of you get that glare, whether it's sunlight, or put in little battery operated lights. Would look gorgeous, you know, if it's at night time. You're setting the scene in all these different occasions. So if I go back to this one here, so this little
There's
one,
Ben's house.
Ben's house, that's definitely Ben's house.
Oh, right, come on, seriously.
See, there's loads against you today. Loads against you today. This one's the Cosy Cottage. So what I'm going to do, because as you can tell, these are a time-consuming project to do, but they are so worth it. They're not intended to be a quick make. You want to take your time. You want to build up that scene, that village. Maybe you're doing it in a style of, maybe a town that you used to grow up in. Then you can then do that. So what I'm doing is I have got the Cosy Cottage. I've got the stencil. Now, if you want to use, I know Debbie picked up earlier on the permanent spray, but if you want to use the repositionable spray with your stencils, what that will do is that will make it tacky. You'll be able to move it off, pop it on, move it on, take it off without damaging your card. What you can do, I don't use it a lot. I sometimes just secure it with my low-tack tape and then freehand. So I know, you can see the stencil there. And what I'll do is I'll draw around all the way around. Now, can you see as well, in the middle, let's bring in a little bit of black, because this will show the in parts. If I bring this in, see all these lines in the middle. You're also going to draw them in. That's what's going to be your score lines. So for the time being, we are going to draw around it all. So to make it even easier for myself, I've lined it up against the edge of my cardstock. And this is white smooth stamping card that I'm using that Debbie was going on earlier on, just to show that we do all use it. So I am pure and simply going all the way around.
And I think you've hit the nail on the head with this one, in that it's not something that's going to be like a quick make. It's something that you're going to enjoy doing. And I also would go as far as to say that it's not going to be a set that you're going to use every day like some of the other dies that you've got. But isn't it nice to have something so specific within your craft room? So when, like you say, when there is a celebration and you need to be able to make beautiful table settings, maybe around Christmas time, you want to be able to decorate certain areas of your lounge by getting some of those little fake tea lights and popping them into the little villages. I love the idea of having like a little train track around the bottom of the Christmas tree.
Fun.
With the little, building your own little Christmas village, like little Polo Express. So, from that point of view, I would say to you that if you're thinking, shall I, shan't I, this is the kind of thing that you'll dip into each year, and it'll be a lovely collection to have at your disposal.
Absolutely.
Just got a question from Kelly. Is the watermark ink pad strong enough to use foil rolls on, for example, using foil on the window frames? Does the dye work in all machines?
Sorry, say that one again, Ionica.
Is the watermark ink pad strong enough to use foil rolls on, for example, using foil on the window frames?
Right. No, your watermark ink pad, that when we say that that's sticky, it's a wet sticky for putting your embossing powders on. It won't work for your foils. What you would need is what's called a flake glue or a stays sticky. And our tacky glue is different. Our tacky glue goes tacky and then it will dry after, 10 minutes or so. A stays sticky glue means that once the glue is applied to the surface, it literally stays sticky until you pop something on it. So we did have a Cosmic Shimmer flake glue on our website the other week, 250 mils. So it is something that we stock. So you would need that to go onto like your acetate or that to pop your foil onto.
Okay.
And another question, wasn't there, about the dyes?
Does the dyes work in all machine?
So yep, all the dyes that we've got here, so they are wafer thin dyes, so they will be able to be used in every die cut machine. Size wise, what you will find, so if I bring out this one here, this is part of the Cosy Cottage. So if I bring this one out, we can get it out the packaging. Let's see if we can.
You can do it. Be strong. Be strong.
Right, tell you what, let's go to the boards quickly before we finish this one. So all of these ones, with the charts, they're going to go through all of our machines, including our mini, so even our really small ones.
Yeah.
Same with this one, which is the Thatch Cottage. That's exactly the same. Then we've got the Manor House. That will also go through all of them. That might be a little bit long for the mini, but all that you just do, die cut one half, turn the folder around, pop it through again, and that would work. And the same with this one. Again, these might be little bit too long. Die cut so far, turn the folder around, and then pop it through. And exactly the same for this one. This one there might be a little bit too wide for the mini. So they'll all go through the junior and the large machine, and most of them will go through the mini and the Go. But as far as actual branded machines, they will go through every single die cutting machine on the market.
And just going back to the templates as well, so if you wanted to emboss those rather than drawing random, you said the majority of them will go through the Gemini, or would you need the bigger?
Most of them will go through the large Gemini,
Right.
the A4 Gemini.
Yeah.
One of them to emboss with, you will need the Pro.
Got
But
you.
the way around that is just do what me and Debbie do, and that's
Yeah.
just draw around it. That's
Exactly
the
right.
easiest way, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've cut all the way round, and I am left with these lines. Don't worry about it being overly perfect, because this would then potentially be on the inside when you fold it in. So you're not going to see all the marks. So all that I'm going to do is where I've got my pencil marks, I'm going to score. And that's all that we need to do with these ones. So scoring all the way up and then turning it all the way round by going in and scoring. So we're following the pencil lines. You can do pen. You know, usually when I do this, I do it with pencil. That way, if there was a little mistake, I can rub it out. But it's done. And then I can do, so I've done that one. So we're going in, we're scoring each of these ones. 2 more to go. And with this collection, I love how we've done stencils. We could have done dies, but you would definitely need the large die cutting machine, at least the A4, and plus metal, extra metal, at all costs at extra money. So therefore, by the stencils, even better. So all that I'm going to do is I'm going to just snip there and there, because I want to finish off that triangle, and there. And then what we can do is we can fold all of these bits in, all of these little bits.
Yep.
Using your adhesives of choice, what we can do is we can go round. So I'm going to use our tape runner for this one. So on all of these tabs, we're going to go along, adding our adhesive on, and instantly you start to see it form together. So I'm going to turn the whole thing around to attach to each other with the tab. So if we go from up above, see how that starts to come together instantly.
Cool.
These two and these two, side by side, we're going to go in, we're going to pull that side panel of the roof up. Now I folded this on the outside so that you can still see the pencil lines. This is where, as I say, you would then come along, fold on the inside. So we can pull that one in, that one in can go there, that one can go there, and then this one that I forgot to fold over, but we can fold that in with our adhesive.
That's brilliant.
That is the basic construction
Oh, look at it, so
of
cute.
using the stencil. And that one can then, once using the dies that come with it,
Yeah.
you can start to create things like this, because all these dies create the aperture windows effect that you've got. So they're so fun, so many things that you can do, so many ways by changing the colour, the cardstock, the medium, lots of ideas that you can have.
So we want you to tell us your favourite demo for the show. So we want you to do a vote, and can we, Craig, can you show us? Can you do us a little recap?
I will do. It's going to be me versus Debbie today.
Oh, bring it on!
Me versus Debbie.
Here we go.
Here we go. The choice is yours.
They're so different, aren't they?
Very different,
Very
absolutely.
different.
Very.
Yeah.
So, Ionica, which is your favourite?
I think anything that pulls on the heartstrings, anything with people.
No, I'd agree with you. I would
Yeah.
agree with you. I mean, look. Look
but
at
artistically both beautiful.
it. Look. But it is. It's number one with the stag. That's using our brand new Creator cards. Coming up on launch day with Debbie. So number one there. Or number two, where Debbie will be back with Creative Cravings using the jigsaw dies. So the choice is yours.
Okay, so we just want you to vote in the comments. Keep going and tell us your favourite. So Ben, what have you got over there?
Well, I've just got quickly time to show you another collection that we've got coming up later on Creative Cravings. Do you know what? we've been talking lots, haven't we, today about lowest price yet, and we've got another deal coming up for you with these decorative panel border dies. They are stunning. You're going to get 4 collections, and I'll show you the boards. It'll be easy to show you. But these are kind of like, right, they're sort of like hokey-cokey dies because, you know, like you go, put your left leg in, your right leg in, out, shake it all about. And that's what you can do with these. I mean, you can't really shake, well, I suppose you could shake them all about, because what you've got, the different designs, so you can cut into your cardstock, brilliant. But then you've got the outer die. The outer die is, it splits, so if you decide to use these as an edgeable on the right-hand side, you can. If you decide to go on the left-hand side, you can. But then you can use all of them together to then be able to cut out like a fully layerable element. So whether you want to go in, out, left, right, you've got the ability to do it with this collection. So it's super, super versatile. And hang on a minute, right, I'm just taking you through the boards. I've just seen the platinum price. Are you joking me? 22.86 or 26.31. I did sound like the boss then, didn't I? Sounded like the boss. Are you joking me? So you've got, I'm going to get told off for that later on if she's listening. So you've got your beautiful butterflies, then these stars. And again, look at all the detail that you could achieve with these. We're going to be looking at these. These are going to fly off the shelves later on Creative Cravings. We've got your beautiful florals in there as well. So much detail, and again, all of the elements to do everything I've just told you there. And then again, take a look at that one, which is your beautiful peony. So much versatility with these. We have got so many great buys for you over the course of the day today, but that, for me, having seen that price and knowing how versatile these dies are, could potentially be one of the deals of the show. $22.86 is platinum, $26.31 if you're shopping with us in the US, and lots to look forward to. That's on Creative Cravings later on. That is going to be a jam-packed show, and we are almost there. Just waiting for the vote to come in. Have we got any final comments coming through, Ionica?
Not yet, but I just, like, because my eyes have been open today, what I love so much is that everything is so different. Even though the dies are the same, you can absolutely personalise anything to somebody, and I think that that's the best thing about this. It's joyous to give someone something and see the joy that they get from it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, the more you hang out with us here at Crafters TV, your eyes will be opened over even further. There's so many different things that you can do with all of these great collections. It's going to be hard to choose what you're going to get your hands on today. I tell you what. We have got Creative Cravings coming up later on, but in case you missed it, let's get Craig just to recap what is coming up today, because we've got, before that, Craig, a very exciting show at 3, haven't we?
We do indeed. You know, that's me for today, but Debbie's going to be taking over for the rest of the day. So we have got the brand new launch, where it is our brand new large Christmas Creative Card dies. So that's going to be launch day. That's going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. Then it's going to be back Wednesday, means Creative Cravings, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. We're going to be showing you the jigsaw dies again, the villages again. Do you know what? I tell you what, she's still here at the site, so to finish the show, let's get Debbie in, because I know the votes are waiting to come in a moment. So let's go in.
Okay.
I've got a prediction.
I think we need to drum roll.
I've got a prediction.
What's your prediction, Debbie?
I predict number 1 because I just think it's really classic. It's really classic, and I love cards like that. That's just right up my street.
Okie doke. Who's the winner?
The winner is card numero 1.
Yay!
Oh. Well,
I've got a chance to claw it back. I've got 2 more shows. I'm quite happy with that.
Yes.
Plus, it means I can take this home.
well, that's true.
Yeah, I can take it
That's
home now.
true.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I would have voted for you, that for sure. Like, it's the
bless
hush,
you.
it's the photos.
Such a gentleman.
Right, well, I am back tomorrow, but you're taking over from me on Friday, aren't you?
I am.
You're doing Friday morning.
I'm doing Wake Up Call on Friday, so I'm really excited.
I bet you
yes,
are.
can't wait.
I will be in on Friday, but I'll be in for launch day on the Friday. But you're going to step in and doing the show for me on Wake Up Call, so that'll be good. That has been so lovely having yourself, Ionica, popping in for us. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy yourself?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Excellent. And as always, Ben, thank you to Ben, always here, always working hard.
Always working hard.
Half a
Still
Barry
looking
over
naked.
it.
Still looking naked without that coat, of
I'll
course.
stick it on later, don't worry, I'll stick it on.
Do that. Of course, come back and join Debbie for the rest of the day.
Yep,
You're taking over.
absolutely.
We'll be giggles, I know that for sure. And yes, I'm going to be back tomorrow for Wake Up Call. I'm also going to be in for Cartload as well, so we're going to have lots of fun there. I know what we've got coming up in Cartload. It's going to be another corker, as they always are. But until then, I shall leave you in Debbie's capable hands with Ben for Over on Launch Day and, of course, Creative Cravings. And I will see you same time tomorrow, where we're going to do it all over again. Bye.
Bye.